Well, in T-minus 5 days, thousands of your closest friends will be gathered in downtown Columbus. It is race day, the Komen Columbus Race for the Cure, not only the largest in the country, but a day full of emotion, inspiration, and hope. And nowhere is that more evident than in the face of two-time breast cancer survivor Ashley Hunt, who's joining me today, along with race director Becca Thomas. Ladies, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So Becca, before we get to Ashley's story, I want you to tell me, it's still not too late to register, right? We've got locations up. Where can people go to sign up?
All day today until 9 p.m. They can go to the mall at Tuttle Crossing. We'll be there all day tomorrow as well. And then Wednesday through Friday, we're at Easton Town Center. And if you're really going to push it to the last minute, race morning, the Vern Rife Center at 6 a.m. will open for registration.
So you can just wake up and go, okay, I feel like doing something good today.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go join all these people downtown Columbus, and it's a great time. And Ashley, obviously, you have been through a lot. As I said, two-time breast cancer survivor. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
29.
29, so not even 30 yet.
Nope.
And you have been through this. How did you first find out?
I was just in the shower one day and I felt a little lump, and I was only 21 at the time. And so I went to the doctor, had an ultrasound done, and they told me it was a fibroadenoma, so I didn't pay any attention to it for a couple of years.
So a couple of years, you just kind of sat there, had no idea. So when you were finally diagnosed, was it a shock?
Yeah, because I had known about it for almost 3 years prior, and I had felt it almost every single day, and then finally to find out, oh, that whole time it was cancer, and I just didn't know. Was crazy.
Yeah, and you probably sat there and said, well, if I had known more
Yeah.
at that point, I
Yeah.
could have been ahead of it.
Yes.
No family history.
Nope, no family history at all.
So you weren't even kind of really, I mean, it was enough that you felt it, I guess. But usually when you don't have family history at that young age, women aren't as aware, I feel like, as they should be.
No, not at all.
Because there's no real risk factor in their mind.
Right, so I didn't think anything, and I thought I had gone to the doctor and kind of done what I needed to do, but I didn't know anything about cancer, and I didn't know that, you know, if you feel like something's wrong, to keep pressing, to go back to the doctors, to follow up. I mean, you kind of know, and it's your own body, and you need to kind of take that into your own hands. And if you're not comfortable with something, and I wasn't comfortable with that for 3 years, but I didn't know any better to continue asking the doctors for follow-ups and, you know, getting it looked at even more.
So then you were diagnosed again, and then now, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm getting through treatment. I'm on a drug called Herceptin, and I have 3 more of those left. Tomorrow's one of them, and then I have 2 after that. So I'm getting through that, and then I'm getting ready to start my 5 years of hormonal therapy. So starting all over again. But
so looking forward to the future.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
And you and your husband have been dealing with a little bit of something else that I think people don't realize when you're young and you have breast cancer that you often have to deal with, and that's infertility issues.
Yeah, that's been really hard for me, especially the second time around, because my continued treatment and everything that's been going on, I'm just not going to be able to have a baby myself. So being a young survivor, these are things that people don't realize you have to go through. So we're starting the route of hopefully, you know, going down surrogacy, and hopefully we can expand our family that way while we still continue battling cancer for the years to come. So.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you the best for that.
Thank you.
And I want to mention too, because, you know, mentioning your husband, I mean, you have an amazing support system, which I think is one of the biggest things that women need when they're going through this, especially at a young age. Were you ever nervous? You know, I have my husband here. Is he going to be there? Are all my friends going to be there throughout this entire thing? Because it's a lot to take.
Yeah, the first time I went through everything, I actually didn't have as big of a support system as I have now. I didn't know any other young survivors the first time either. And I remember when I first got diagnosed, I had the thought of, is Nathan going to be able to go through this with me? And I remember talking to my oncologist, and she told me a lot of times spouses can't handle seeing, you know, their significant other go through cancer treatment. So I was nervous with that, but, you know, Nathan and I talked about it, and he was ready just to kind of jump in it with me. And after that, I knew he was going to be there by my side through it all. So.
Absolutely. I love watching the chemo dance parties that they would have beforehand.
Yeah.
All right, so Becca, we're going to go race day this Saturday. What time do people need to be down there? What's kind of kicking off the day?
Well, we have our expo area and our Survivor Palooza area opening at 7 a.m. and that's an area just for survivors. We have fabulous goodie bags. We have spa services by the Charles Penzone family of salons, and our expo is open to the public. registered public, I should say. To get samples and goodies from our sponsors. Again, 7 a.m. So I would say get downtown early. You know, get parked, get settled, visit the expo, go to Palooza, and then our Survivor ceremony. Our honorary chairs are going to kick it off at 8 a.m. at City Hall. So it'll be a great start to the morning.
All right, and we will all be there smiling, rain or shine, whatever happens. We're going to be down there. So hopefully you join us. KomenColumbus.org, the website you want to visit if you still want to sign up and find out all those locations. So thanks for being here, ladies.
Thank you.